All right, guys, so we do these patch notes live, like always, if possible, and this has been a late day for me. So here we go. What's up, YouTube? What is up, Twitch? Here's the patch notes for 626 to update content stuff. So we got the Alchemist Steeple happening. The Alchemist Steeple is where you can craft a variety of items that have been opened up in the Sanctuary. In addition, players will now be able to craft accessories in the Steel Workshop. Alchemist Steeple is opened right there. Where players can create charms, crafting materials, catalysts, and more have been added. Charms? Ooh. Will be available to players who reach rank 15 or higher. Improved buildings. The number of functions Alchemist Steeple will increase depending on the improvement status, breadth of orbis, and gold required in order to improve the building. So it looks like Alchemist Steeple looks a lot like what the workshop looks like. Reduce gold for level 3 by 20%. Laboratory craft catalyst by expanding the Alchemist Steeple. Wait. Number 1 is craft charms by expanding Alchemist Steeple. Number 2 is crafting materials by expanding the Alchemist Steeple. Okay. And number 3 is the craft catalyst by expanding the Alchemist Steeple. That is freaking cool. Quality points can go up by 20% from 10 to 20% from 1 to 3, 15% for 2. So random equipment charm. Oh, yes. I love it. Random accessory, random equipment charm. Let's go. Whoa. Wait a second. Hold up a second. Select ingredients needed to craft the item. You may not be able to craft the quality. Grade is not high enough. Whoa. Okay. The grade of the amount of items crafted will increase depending on the quality grade. So all these in here turned into these. Ooh. Once a week. Oh, craft limits. Equipment charms, accessory charms once a week. Are you kidding me? Oh, I got my hopes up. So if you want to do your epics instead to get more epics, that's probably the way to go, huh? So you want to make sure you put a good haul in there. Yeah, make sure you put a good haul in there because you're going to probably get better materials from the higher grade, right? The grade and the amount of items crafted will increase depending on the quality of the grade. Interesting. You're going to have to use Breath of Orbises to level it up. High craft material can be crafted in Alchemist Steeple. Laboratory building is at 2. Mana essence and all that good stuff. Crafting materials. It looks like you can take a bunch of your older materials. So this is going to help out right here. You can take the older materials and craft like mithril and stuff. This is going to help out people who are farming Wyvern 9 and 10 and stuff like that to possibly get a pair of speed boots if that's the route they choose to go. Select ingredients needed to craft the item. You may not be able to use to craft if the quality is not high. You can only use materials obtained from the same type of hunt and material you wish to craft. You can't use materials that are the same grade or higher than the material you wish to craft. Okay. So mithril ore, you will need the recipes to craft the material if it's higher. Craft a 5. Banshees, great sources of yeah, there's a chart here, guys. There's a chart. We'll probably take that chart and we'll throw it in Discord in case anybody's interested, okay? Looks like those are where you get the recipes at. So you got to clear Banshee 3 through 7 to get the ingredient recipe. Same with Hunt 3 through 7. Same with Wyvern 3 through 7. You might have to go back and re-clear it too. This will each item can be crafted up to 5 times per day. This will reset according to server time reset. Catalyst can be crafted in Alchemist Steeple. Laboratory building is level 3. How to craft? You want to select the item to craft. You can craft rare or epic catalysts. Select the ingredients you wish to use. You may not be able to craft. The quality is not high enough. So we can do this. Put these together. Huh? Why would you want to downgrade? Okay. I'd like to have all those though. This is a bad example in my opinion. This just should have shown an example of going up. This doesn't make this look very good. Amount of items crafted will increase depending on the quality of gear. The amount of items attained depends on the quality of the grade. The more quality points will be required for higher materials. So epic, you need 3 or 4 obtained. Points needed, 80. Epic catalyst, you need 160 for a total amount of 3. Okay. So between normal and good on rare catalyst is 30 through 30 for normal. Good is 60. Epic's 80. So everybody's going to probably be going for epic catalyst here, of course, which is the one that matters. So 60 points, you get 1. Good, you get 120 points, you get 2 of them. And epic is 160 for 3 obtained, huh? Interesting. So if you can only do this, what is this? If you can only do this once a day or 5 times a day, interesting. Below the quality points required for each catalyst grade. Rare is 10, epic's 40. Rare is once per day, epic is once per week. Okay, so once you go epic, you're done basically. Players now be able to craft accessories in the Steel Workshop. Nice. Crafting materials. Crafting necklaces, accessories, I mean. Materials. Sturdy Caprice Mace, and we don't care about that. What we do care about is you can take these crafting materials. Ooh, wait a second. Automation Tower. Yeah, once per week, man. Ever-changing towers of mysterious energy have been added to the world of Orbis. Investigate the Automation Tower and receive tremendous rewards. The players will be able to enter Automation Tower starting July 1st, guys, July 1st, which is a Monday. So basically, when the raid resets, Automation Tower begins, guys. Raid reset, Automation Tower begins. So it's not coming out next patch. It's coming out when the raid resets on Monday, guys. All right, so after clearing 5-1 of the forest, meditation, go to lobby, battle Automation Tower. This is going to be awesome. Investigate 100 floors of Automation Tower and receive tremendous rewards. If you guys want to see some Automation Tower getting mowed down, I'm going to be doing this on Monday. All progression to Automation Tower will reset. Once the tower resets, adjustments have been made to the monsters that appear and the rewards obtainable. Ranking will reset the first of every month. So it goes for 1 whole month, guys. There's 100 floors of Automation Tower. Nice. In the Automation Tower, you'll not be able to add guardian supports to your team. Also, you will consume energy when entering. The energy part kind of sucks. Right? It doesn't show you how much energy, though. There are 2 battles on every floor. Once you clear a floor, you'll be able to attain conquer rewards. Floor 1. It looks like it's 5 energy, guys. 5 energy per floor. Wow. 5, so 25. That's a lot. It could go up too. If the monsters on the current floor are strong, you can use Stigma to weaken them. What? Are you serious? You can use Stigma to weaken them? You can weaken them up to 3 times up to 30%. Well, Stigma did not have a use other than penguins. I wonder what's going to be worth more gold, Stigma Weakening or this. Stigma is only consumed if you clear the stage. If you've not cleared the stage, Stigma used to weaken the monsters will not be consumed. What? Wow. The amount of Stigma consumed increases the higher you go. So 300, ooh, 30% weaken at negative 330 Stigma. Your Stigma could disappear quick. Ooh, 330. Players are only able to weaken monsters from floor 1 to 90. Monsters weakenings are not available from floor 91 to 100. Oh yes, I like this. I like Caliber likes. Oh yes. Here we go, baby. Let's go. So we got some charms, some more charms, leaf, more charms. This leaf will help carry you through like a few more floors. A Molagora, 3 leaves. 3 leaves. So 3 leaves for 80 a pop. That's 160. 320. That's a lot of floors that'll get you through. Tetra Phantasm, I would have preferred a freaking more leaves. Some epic stuff here. Some more Molagora. Some more epic charms. 2 Molagoras. And an Emil Summon. A partridge in a pear tree. Players from rank 1 to 30 according to who clears the 100th floor first. Oh my gosh, they made it a freaking race. They made it a race, guys. I will never have that because I don't stream early enough for it. Moonlight, new Moonlight hero. Champion Zerato. Moonlight Champion Zerato is an arrogant, impudent supremacist. He only cares about his strength. He's a dark elemental mage who can effectively target enemies who trigger debuffs. You can obtain Champion Zerato from the Moonlight and Mystic summons. He does look pretty cool. Indeed. Attacks with the enemy with the elemental Earth and Blast, transferring 1 debuff. 1 debuff from the caster to the enemy. Immune to stun and sleep by 80%, 100% maximum chance to counterattack when attacked while debuffed. Attacks all enemies by slamming rocks with a 60% to 75% chance to decrease the defense and attack for 1 turn. Pretty good. That increases by 2 turns if you level it. Ignore effective resistance if you mobile it. Kisei drop rate banner, guys. Kisei drop rate banner. Apparently data mining does not lie. But yeah. All right, so Kisei 626 Wednesday after maintenance to 7-3 Wednesday. So she'll be lasting a whole entire week, guys. A whole entire week. Players may. So we also got a challenge here too. Ooh. Players may only receive increased summon rates during the banner event period, only during the Kisei drop-up banner. So that'll be nice. I can take a break finally. Emberstone Pride Challenge. After clearing 6-1, you can enter the challenge. What's the challenge? This Crimson Seed. All right. So it looks like Emberstone Challenge, Emberstorm Pride Challenge is available from normal, hard, and hell difficulties. Higher difficulty will become available upon clearing the preceding difficulty. Players may have a chance of receiving a 4-star artifact Crimson Seed each time they beat the challenge. So you go in here, you beat people up. Our basic challenge event with limited artifacts. XP Stigma and gold reward upon beating the challenge. Artifact Charm Equipment, 4-star artifact Crimson Seed also has a chance to drop. 20% on Hell, 7% on Hard, 3% on Normal. Crimson Seed here is a limited artifact that can only be attained during the challenge event and will not return any powder of knowledge when sold. So 35% chance to dispel 1 debuff when attacked. Can be activated once per turn. 70% chance to dispel 1 debuff when attacked. Can be activated once per turn. Interesting. I would suggest farming this up because since the Dizzy meta's out there, this could be handy. Essentially, you could go with an all-warrior team and just let them dispel the buffs from themselves. We'll see how that works out, though. That's interesting, though. I can see that being useful. I'm not quite sure how I would implement that, but I would say for sure, at least farm up 1 full set and max it out. At least 1. I don't know. It's clearable once a month though. Arcrafts. It's not like it's the Abyss, but I agree. Well, kind of. So 4-star Crimson Seed, gold transmit stone, silver transmit stones, and gold 300%. I don't think it's going to be that hard, to be honest. I think it's more of a race. The story journal that will enable players to view certain stories have been placed already, have been added. In addition, improvements have been made to the journal UI. Improvements have been made to the main UI of the journals. So we can go in here, hero journal, story journal, like it. So I can read pictures all over again, guys. Players will now be able to see how much of the journal they have filled. Also, the icon for each category has been added. I like that. That's cool. Cool. Alkalite. Players will now be able to see heroes who they want to be using the filter option. Wait, huh? Oh man, there's the filter option here. Nice. Okay. Acquired and unacquired element class. Nice. Story journal. The journal has been added. Players will now be able to go through the stories that they have placed once again. So I can watch the story one more time. Watch the pictures. I like it. If you have collected enough of the stories for specific chapters, you can receive the background pack. What's a background pack, huh? Oh, background packs are available as a background in the hero detail window. That's kind of cool. Have a different background for everybody. I like it. Get little portraits for people. Here we go, guys. The next part is the hero balancing. Hero balancing, here we go. We're just going to read through this pretty quickly. I do need to hop off here shortly for my wife can get ready. Ravi is a 5-star warrior. She's been made adjustments. Demon Blood, increase attack proportional to fighting spirit. Actually, we'll just read Demon Blood after. Increase attack of the caster when they attack or are attacked. The effects can only stack up to 5 times. When attacked, increase combat readiness by 15% and fighting spirit 5 is acquired. Ravi is going to be a beast. Attacks with a double-edged axe and absorbs some of the damage as health. Acquire 30 fighting spirit. This is going to be nuts, man. Ravi definitely nice. VIP treatment. Entertain all allies with VIP treatment, reviving all dead allies to 20% health and granting revive for 3 turns to all living allies. So, but that was before. After. Oh no, that's before awakenings. So that's pretty cool. So you get a mass AoE res if they're already alive. They get a res buff. After awakening, it's 3 turns and increase attack of all allies for 3 turns. So you can increase the attack of all allies, which is pretty cool too. So Maid Chloe just got a huge buff there. That's going to be amazing for her. So Judge Keith, attack all enemies with the scythe with a 75% chance to dispel the buff from each enemy. Damage dealt increases more than enemies. So before it was attack all enemies with the scythe. Damage dealt increases with more enemies. So she's going to get a 75% chance to dispel. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. That's going to take, you can go in there, do a cleave, remove some buffs, and go for it. And then you can soul burn into an extra turn. That's going to be pretty good. Adjustments have been made, Adjustments have been to the effects of the skill Wave of Light compared to the previous stat. Damage dealt has been increased by 11%. Nice. So right here, so the damage has been increased on these. Did I miss anything else up here? All right, so yeah, damage of Wave of Light and the End of Evil have been increased by 11%. So after awakening, attack all enemies by distorting space and time. 75% chance to decrease skill cooldown 3 times by 1 turn. Wow, nice. What was it before? It was a 70% chance, so it went up by 5%. Arbiter Vildred, this is the one I'm waiting for. Before awakening, rapidly attack 2 enemies with a sword storm with a 50% chance to decrease combat readiness by 15%. After awakening, it decreases their combat readiness by 15%, guaranteed. After, so before that was lower the enemy's health to greater damage. So he got a damage increase by 30% on sweep, which is nice. Dark Contract, after receiving lethal damage, caster regenerates 100% health, 100% combat readiness, increased attack for 2 turns, and full focus and reset cooldown for Dark Blade. So basically you kill Vildred, you're in trouble. Again, his Dark Blade just got a 30% damage increase. And it attacks all enemies, decreasing hit chance for 2 turns. When focus is full, consume it all, increase damage dealt. When the enemy is defeated with the skill, cooldown does not occur. Woo, man. So that got buffed. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Cigarette. Here we go. Cigarette. So Cigarette here attacks with the scythe, 35% chance to inflict 2 bleed effects for 2 turns. Attack with the scythe with a 50% chance to each to inflict 2 bleed effects for 2 turns. Okay, So 2 bleed effects, a higher percent chance, 50%, 15% more chance. Smash after batters the enemy with the scythe, 50% chance to inflict bleed and make them unhealable for 2 turns. When the enemy's health less than 50%, sever, activate sever as an extra 100% chance to inflict bleed. Before it was just like sever is activated. Huh. Okay, so you get a 100% chance to bleed on top of a sever, so that's kind of nice. Extra bleeds is always good for her. Guillotine inflicts lethal damage to an enemy, piercing their weak points, penetrating defense by 30%, additional 5% for each debuff inflicted on the enemy. Okay, so essentially what you can do here is you can get 2 bleeds, unhealable, another bleed, 4, activate sever for 5, doing 55% chance of a defense penetration, not including whoever else you have on your team. Biking into cigarette's pretty good too. Yes, biking into cigarette. Biking into dizzy. Yeah, biking into dizzy would be really good too. That might be pretty good on Wyvern 11. If you're on the fence about that, I would wait and see what people do with that. But that sounds pretty good and on paper. Violet, prepare for dual dispelling 2 debuffs. Recover health by 15%. If the skill is on cooldown, evasion is increased by 35%. So Violet's buff is an extra 5% and dispel 2 debuffs. I like it. After successful evading counterattacks, graceful cut and gains 1 focus. Okay. Purgus. Mows enemies down with a great sword. 50% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns. Decrease combat readiness by 20%. So that's pretty good. Decrease combat readiness by 20%. Good 4-star hero to go in there and combat cleave teams. So you see a Purgus, don't cleave. Yeah. Corvus. So after his awakening, strengthen the caster's fighting spirit for 3 turns, recovering health. Increase the defense for 3 turns, grants an extra turn. Increase damage dealt, stunning for 1 turn. Masquerade. Decrease the speed. Decrease the enemy's combat readiness twice. 10 fighting spirit when attacked or attacked. I'm gonna have to look into that one a little bit. That one's going over my head right now. Cartuja, before awakening, attack all enemies with wild energy with a 75% chance to decrease attack for 2 turns. And increase defense of the caster for 2 turns. Damage dealt increase proportional to the caster's max health with additional damage increase. Damage increase proportional to the caster's max health, in addition to damage increase when the caster's health less than 50%. Attacks all enemies with wild energy, healing the caster 50% max health before granting increased defense for 2 turns. With a 75% chance to decrease attack of the enemy for 2 turns. Damage dealt. He might actually be pretty good. He might be pretty good now. Lots uses healing magic to recover health, increase combat readiness by 100% of an ally before increasing caster's combat readiness by 30%. That's going to be good. Lots just got super good. And after awakening on Serenity, user strength and magic to recover health, increase combat readiness by 20%, and grant continuous healing for 3 turns to all allies. So flat out heal, boom, and combat readiness by 20%. Very nice with continuous healing over 3 turns. Very good. Bloodblade carrying quickly strikes the enemy with sword, absorbing health, proportional damage dealt. Caster's combat readiness increased by 50% if enemies defeated. That is pretty good. The cooldown for Skill Blade Dragon has been reduced compared to the previous stat. Damage dealt has been increased by 20%. Attacks all enemies sacrifice 20% of the caster's health. Grants the caster 50% combat readiness with the enemies defeated. And is granted after awakening, though, the caster is granted an extra turn if enemies defeated. So essentially, you can go in there. If enemies defeated, you get an extra turn. I think Bloodblade Karen just got kind of deadly. Kind of deadly on Bloodblade Karen, man. She definitely is awesome. Adjustments have been made so the correct description for the soul burn effect of Sage Ball and Sezin scale Eye of Death is displayed. No function has been made. Typo has been fixed on Fallen Cecilia scale Strong Instinct. No function change has been made. An issue where after attacking enemies using a non-attack skill, Soul Bad Guy's passive Volcanic Vipers activated, causing them to attack the team member has been fixed. An issue that caused Arbiter Vildred's illustration not to display properly has been fixed. That's right, fix that Arbiter Vildred. An issue that caused Angelic Mont to standing motion not to be displayed properly has been fixed. Artifact Windrider is provided an attack increase the turn the enemy was killed instead of providing an increase to the following turn has been fixed. Windrider recall information availability from 626 to 6710. If you increased your Windrider, apparently you can do a recall on that. Artifact recall. I think this is a first. Windrider. All enhancement details will be reset once the skill artifact is recalled. Do I get a Sez recall? Will return epic, greater, lesser artifact challenge based on the current XP value when recalled. Gold spin on enhancing this artifact will return to the player if this artifact is recalled. Players who have limit broken this artifact will receive the appropriate number of copies of it back if recalled. Is that a debuff, man? Let me reread that. So, an issue that caused Windrider to provide an attack increase the turn the enemy was killed. Instead of providing an increase, the following turn has been fixed. So, yeah, that's the Sez Cleave right there. Okay, so you can recall that. Rip Sez Cleave, guys. Adjustments have been made so the skill description of Panura skills Tail Lash matches the effects. The function changes have been made. Adjustments have been made so the skill description Kawazu skill Burning Vitality and Sidonia Great Chief matches the effects have been changed. More monster updates here. Adventure looks like urgent missions did not appear after completing episode 1, have not begun in episode 2, has been fixed. Very nice. So more urgent missions. Achievements. An issue that caused the text for the achievement Pursuit of Knowledge not be displayed correctly has been fixed. Acquire Breath of Orbis. Purchase Breath of Orbis. Abyss, a button that will allow players to move directly to the next floor after clearing the preceding floor, has been added. Improvements that have been made so the back button is located at the bottom right after you clear the last Abyss floor. Improvements have been made when you clear the last floor of the Abyss conquered is displayed Abyss section on the battle menu. Extinction Immune has been added for certain monsters that appear in the Abyss. They don't want you to use Extinction with Little Beth on floor 88, 86, and 40. I guess that's what it is. The res effects. Improvements have been made so the energy obtained from the monthly pack 2 is sent to the mailbox. Thank you. I hated having to burn my energy. I'd prefer to have it in my mailbox. Adjustments have been made so the Awakened skill description is displayed on the hero ratings. Improvements have been made so the memory imprint is seen in the hero rating. Some typos and incorrect words. Episode 2 has been corrected. Looks like a bunch of other random stuff in here, guys. So yeah. So Sez Cleave is not necessarily dead. You can still use other artifacts. There's Portrait of Savers, Tonfa, stuff like that, but you're not going to get that increased attack percentage cleave buff that you were before. So yeah. All right, so real quick, guys, YouTube, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, turn on notifications and stuff to see when I go live. Hopefully I got this out at a decent time. I got a crazy day today. I sped through the patch notes, guys. I had to speed through the patch notes because I needed to be off here 10 minutes ago and take care of my son. So I will try to get these uploaded as soon as possible. I appreciate you guys all hanging out for it.